Welcome everybody, how are you? Bienvenidos a todos, ¿cómo están? Okay friends, so today we're going to continue with the project. Remember that right now we are just creating the assets. We know that this is not specifically what we're going to use. I mean, we can change the design, make it even low poly, or try to combine things to make it work and to reach our goal, that is try to create scenes for our game. Our game is not going to be, in my mind, not an open world. It is going to be like, for example, like Doom, when you go into a place and then you have to defeat a lot of monsters, then you can continue to the next part of the game, something like that. But it is like the same scene, you just open a door or something like that. So that is the idea with what I am creating right now. Right now, again, we are just in the blocking phase, and we'll see. So I think that we have enough doors, the protective, the back doors. We have enough. Maybe it's time to continue with the doors that is going to be inside, and by that I mean the doors that are going to be completely metallic and are not going to have any other door behind. In this case you have two doors, the wooden door and the bars door. So maybe it's time to continue with the next part of the project. Okay, let's see what we can create, because those doors are also, we can have something simple, or maybe we can start with something simple. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so this is the door that we created yesterday. We changed the wooden door to this design. Remember that once we merge the wooden pieces, we're going to lose this. So this was this for nothing, unless I create bevel, but we're not going to do that. That is, unless you're creating like high poly assets for rendering, that's what you need to do. But or no, you don't need to do that. But maybe we can leave it like that to delete, to save some edges. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so bar doors, we're going to hide that. Doors frame, lock set, yes, we need that to hide that. Door wall. Sorry. Ooh, I almost delete the other part. So this is door wall 2. Okay, we're going to use this, and let me see. For example, here we have a metallic door. What we need for our metallic door? We need a frame and the design. Let me just one moment. Let me check a reference, okay? Okay, I'm back. So we need a frame in here and the door. We open the door. One moment, let me check. Okay. Back. So we need a frame and the door. I'm going to use this. This one not maybe. Check those. This one is good, but we do not need this one. What is going to open here to the inside. It's going to be closed. Okay, let me get this and let me think about this. I think that we are not going to use this, but just in case. Door wall. Door wall doors. And I think that we do not need this. Unless, okay, we're just going to create it and then we decide if we need it or not. Great. Debo ver cómo esto no está bien. hacer de esta forma más rápido y sin enojar. ¿Sí? What the Ay, qué tonto, espérate. Está bien, está bien. Aquí tuve un errorcísimo. No. ¿Qué carajo pasó aquí? A ver, aguanta. Ni sé qué pasó ahí. Okay, so now we can delete the faces inside because we are not going to need those. I mean these faces. Okay, and I'm going to use the lock set. First the door. just a flat plane. Okay. think that we need to make this a little bit thinner. This is, look, we need to move this a little bit to the inside. I just noticed something. I need to create all of these designs. Okay, maybe I'm going to move this to the outside later. For now I'm going to leave it like that, but no, let's leave it like before, just because remember that we are going to create all of these designs here. Ooh, what happened here? I forgot to select this one. I need the borders to be here. No, I'm going to leave it like that. One moment, let me check again the door. Just one moment. Okay, I'm back. I know what to do. Just in case, maybe a lot of these designs, we're not going to use them, and you're going to bake the details. I think it's a better way. Hello, Mika. Welcome. I don't know if you're new, but welcome. We're creating a 3D environment for a game that I want to create. Right now, you can notice that I am taking too much time thinking, but it is because I am with you here creating this from zero. I don't have a guideline. I just have the idea, and I'm just testing things. Right now we are in the blocking part. We are creating modular assets to create a lot of houses. Right now we are creating a neighborhood. The goal is to have these assets to leave the possibility. Yes, but right now this is just blocking. You are not going to see, if I activate the render, you are going to see nothing. But let me show you an example. Maybe you are looking for an example. Right now I just have modular blocking assets. For example, we have windows, we have a lot of doors. Let me show you the doors that we created. Look, for example, different assets, different designs. Look, different designs. But let me show you an example of the idea that I want to create here with you. Right now I just creating assets, creating designs. So with all of these modular assets, you can have a lot of possibilities to create different types of houses. Right now this is the last asset for doors. We already have windows. We have like 3 different types of windows, like 4 to 7 bars designed for each window. So we have maybe like more than 30 assets right now just for windows and doors. Right now I'm creating the inside metallic doors, this type of metallics, of metal doors, and also this is blocking, so you cannot see. Maybe you can see that I am creating maybe too much details, but maybe at the end I am not going to use those details. I'm just going to bake the textures to have only one flat face, and then put the details with normal maps. That is another strategy. I am trying to do this low poly, but my goal was to only use one material. For example, metal. Use metal, and the metal for all the metal pieces of the project. And I just changed, for example, create a different material by changing the color, for example. So that was my purpose. But again, I am just testing. I am just see what is best, and with all of this blocking, at least you can have the possibility to do whatever you want. You can create high poly assets for close renders, or just create low poly assets for this type of view, with this isometric view. Let's say that you want to create a game with this kind of assets. So right now I'm just testing. Again, the most difficult part for me right now is that I am doing this alone. Okay, with you, with all of you, with the community helping me with ideas. So if you want to see an example, let me show you another file that I worked. I can show you the file, but I cannot show you the project in Unreal, because I recently I created that project for Unreal, but I cannot show you that. It is confidential right now, but I can show you the Blender files. Let me show you. Let me close this for a moment. Let me change the screen. Okay, one moment please. Okay, here we are in the other file. So this is an example of another project that I created some assets. Let me show you the buildings, okay? Let me show you the buildings. So here you have, for example, these low poly houses. You want to see some render with materials. So this is really low poly. You can see that the assets, look, the difference is only one face. And I just play with textures here to give the details to the building. It is a really low poly asset, not completely low poly, because you can see that we have some bevels here. Let me show you another building. For example, this was another building that it was a little bit more difficult to create. Another building. More buildings. Another building. And like that you can play with your modular assets to create different kind of buildings. Of course that these buildings needed more specific shapes for the biggest part, but the windows and the doors, I created different types and then just put them together to create what I wanted. Okay, so let me change to the file that we are working right now. Yes, but I was asked to do that for that project. That is not a personal project. This was a project that I create for another person, for another people. I created for another people. Okay, let's return. In YouTube here I just shared with you personal projects, but I was allowed to share the thing that I just showed to you. I was allowed to do that only for that project because I have another project, but I cannot show you that. It is confidential, so I have to respect that. About the hardest project, I don't know, because here, if you can check the channel, you can see my videos. Right now we are starting with 3D modeling. The previous series were about 3D sculpting. So maybe the hardest project that we created here was the let me show you, just the render, okay? Hooker, okay. Sorry, no, I don't have that here. sorry, I have this here because I cannot move the whole file to the, okay, render. So maybe this is the hardest project that we created here in YouTube. This was a 3D sculpt. It was 2 characters. This was the hardest project that we created here. But this was 3D sculpting. It is a different type of methods. So basically here I am a 3D generalist. I do something of everything. I know something about animation, something about 3D sculpting, something about 3D modeling, shading, textures, those things. Right now I am starting with game engines, but the content that you see here in YouTube is mostly only 3D sculpts. You can check the channel. We have different series, we have different playlists. Also we have some playlists about gameplays, but right now we are not going to do that. We have stopped that to focus only, to leave the channel only to do 3D. We created 3 projects here with you of 3D sculpting, a Goku, a Hulk for Marvel Rivals, and the Hawker that you just a 3D fashion designer too. 3D fashion, no, I never tried that. No, I think that maybe no, I can say that no, I never done something like that. But for example, I could try to create some kind of jewelry. How do you say that? Jewelry, rings, those kind of things. For 3D printing, maybe I can try that. But for example, clothes, no. That is something that I never tried, but I can learn. But for example, I don't know. Maybe I try something like that. No, I never worked in a project about that, but we used to work a lot when I created AR filters. I was a Spark, a certified Spark AR creator. The filters, do you remember that Instagram before we had filters? So I used to create that, and there you can create projects from different companies. For fashion, I tried once for Snapchat, but I can say that it is not it is not my area. I am very bad with those kind of things with fashion. But for example, if someone tell me I need this and these are the guidelines, of course that I can do that. If maybe I have to work on a project, of course, but I am not a fashionist. I don't know. So that is almost the content of the channel. If you're interested, I don't know, what are you're here because you want to learn, maybe you're another artist, or what? Please let me know. So because right now I am preparing more content for the channel. I told you that I started with Unreal. I worked on a project converting all the buildings that you saw before in the project. I needed to create a full scenario on Unreal Engine and make it playable, something like that. So I am familiar with Unreal right now. I learned Unreal in like 2 weeks, a lot of things, and I am learning also Unity because I like Unity. I'm a 3D artist too, just to start my own career. Okay, so maybe I don't know, where are you from, if you want to tell, because maybe you can have more opportunities. Because some people always came here and say, I am starting, please let me know how to earn a lot of money, and I please let me, if you know how to do that, please let me know. I am looking for that too, but it is also, it has to some aspects about also your location. Maybe you are in a country that this industry is really good and you have more opportunities. So I want to say that because don't look at the beginning to I want to earn a lot of money. Just try to look for opportunities and you're going to learn. And the most the way to learn is only create projects on your own, or yes, maybe you are from the US or Europe, I don't know, and you have more opportunities there. I am saying because the new people that came here again always ask me about how to earn money and all of that. And maybe if you are starting, okay, so maybe you can have some opportunities there. In Asia, I think that a lot of people look for artists. Indonesia is the right pronunciation, right? Sorry about my English. I am from Ecuador. I am not a native English speaker. Indonesia maybe is the right pronunciation, but maybe you have more opportunities there. Also, if you are starting, what are your maybe I can give you a quick advice of your area. I am telling you that I worked in some projects. I am freelancer. I work for projects, but only in some small areas, so I never worked for a big company or something like that, but I worked in different areas, different projects, animation, again, building assets, sculpts for 3D printing. Okay. So just try to continue. Try to, if you want an advice, just practice a lot. Test your things, and the best way to learn is create a project. Maybe you want, for example, you say fashion, so maybe I don't know, you can say, okay, I want to create a filter for TikTok, for example. For TikTok, I don't know if the name TikTok is in your country the same, because I think that maybe in China is what is the name in China for that app? ByteDance, something like that. I don't remember, but I think that app is changing the name depending on the country. But you can create filters for that app, and there you can say, okay, I want to create something fashion. I want to create people to test some kind of clothes, something like that, and then you can start with that. Okay. So maybe you can also, a long time ago, I wish I can remember the name, but a long time ago I discovered an artist. I think that she was from Colombia, but she lives in the US. I don't remember. She was a singer. She used to create this indie music, like synth wave, like rock pop from the 80s, something like that. It was a really good music, but the special thing is that she created her own scenes, her own scenarios for her videos, for her music videos. So she used a green background, and then all the VFX and the scenes that you saw in her videos, she created in Blender, here in Blender. He modeled the assets, he created the VFX, and then she used for her music videos. Okay, so maybe you can create a project with that. You can, I don't know, record yourself or only VFX. With VFX you can create, and there you have a project to work. And maybe in music, if you do something like that, right now you can say that maybe no, but AI is doing all that work right now, and no. AI is you can use it as an assistance or to help your work, but you cannot depend on that. And we always I think that the industry is always going to require people to at least to make corrections. So maybe you can apply for a company maybe in the future that work for artists to create VFX and all of those things. You can try with that. Also, if you edit videos, maybe with a free app is, for example, DaVinci Resolve, that I use that for my videos, and you can, for example, record your I don't know, the place where you live, the center of the city, and then you can create, I don't know, some kind of robots or VFX in the sky, like for example Tomorrowland. You can check, for example, the work of Spark when they used to create filters. They create filters for these DJ events, these festivals. They created, like in the sky you can see colors, dragons, a lot of things like flying in the sky, and you can check that with a filter with your phone. You can create, for example, that it is a lot of things that you can do. Now that you are talking about fashion, music, you can try with that. I don't know, maybe you make music, maybe you also sing. I don't know. So you can do a lot of things. Just focus, for example, try a project, and then you can start with that. But I'm lazy to make that. 3D is just one of okay. Okay, so okay, yes, because it is a lot of work. I have to say that it is a lot of work. But no, don't worry. If you just want, if you are doing this for a hobby, you can make, I don't know, go in your own pace. I don't know. Take your time and try different things. But just saying all the things that you can. How old for you to start making? My story is a little bit complicated. I started with 3D like in 2017 maybe. More than 2017, yes, almost 10 years ago. But I never. It was like a hobby, like you said. I just tried that with. My first experience was with Fusion 360, the one that you use to create CAD models. That was my first experience. I downloaded a pirate version for that app, and I started with that. You started 15 years ago, or you are 15 years old? I am 31 years old, just in case. But again, I started like at that year, but I never do it like in a professional way. I just do it during a summer vacation time. Okay. So you have more experience than me, but I never started like again. I tried that, and then I stopped for almost a year. Then I try again with a Comic-Con here in my country. I met a lot of artists, and I tried to start again. I download ZBrush. I tried with ZBrush. I bought a Domestika course. I try until my first professional experience was in 2018, when I was asked to create a small sculpture for a very important person here in the commerce in the industry here in my city, and I was asked to do that, and that was my first experience in 2018. I never done something like that before. It was really my first sculpt, and I did it. I had three months to do it, and that was my first experience. One moment, please. One moment. Let me change the music, because music stopped, and I'm sure that I'm going to have copyright problems. Okay, now we can continue. What is your opinion about someone who using asset? It is something that you can do. For example, people that create games, maybe they are not artists, so they need to use assets. Maybe other artists that need a project to be finished, and they don't have time to create from zero some assets. They use asset libraries. I don't like that. If you ask for me, I don't like that. But I am not saying that it is bad. Again, you have to do what is best for your goal. Of course, if you are doing it in the right way. Of course, if you are not cheating or stealing or something like that, you can do it. But I like to create my own things. For example, for the vegetation, the buildings that I showed you before, I have to create a complete landscape. And it was easy for me just to download plants and something like that, but no, I create low poly versions for grass, for bushes, for trees. I create my own versions, and I use that. The same for tables, for props. Even I don't even like to use the Rigify add-on for skeleton for to add bones to the character. I don't like to use that. I want to create bone by bone. I want to create by myself the full skeleton. It was also a time, for example, the buildings that you saw, I use textures, but I don't like to use textures. I want to create my own textures. I really want to create the things by myself. But in this case, I needed to use textures because I don't have time to create my own textures. So I needed to use textures. And it was, again, for example, it was me using asset. The asset was a texture. I download those assets for free in the Polyheaven website. So it was me using assets, but I needed to finish the project. But if you ask me, I like to create my own things from scratch. Yes, I really like that. And you can see even here in my sculpts, in my projects, when I start, I always start from a cube. I always create a cube and we start with that. It is easy for me to just import the previous, for example, fingers, hands that I worked in another project. It is easy for me to just import that, and we save a lot of time. But it is like a new project for me, and maybe new people are here, and I just want to show you again the way to do things. So I always like to do that, and also it is a way for me to practice, because it is the best way to show you, to show here for new people, and also to practice. So that is why I love to do things from scratch. But again, if you use assets or something like that, for example, you say fashion, okay, if your main goal is to create, I don't know, a VFX for videos, but you don't have time to model, for example, maybe buildings or I don't know, any mesh that you want to create in your video, but you're going to do the VFX. So you can just look for some free resources of buildings, of things like that, but because your main work is the VFX. So it is an intelligent move, and a smart move. It is you have to use it. But again, here in YouTube, in the live streams, I always do things from scratch. I always do things like we are just starting, to show you how things are. Here you can see like the real things. This is also my opinion about tutorials. When you see, I don't want to talk bad about other artists, because I look for tutorials too to learn, but I think that it is better if you learn the fundamentals. And if you only look tutorials, let's say in 1 week you're going to create this farm, for example, or this neighborhood, and you see the video in 30 minutes, in 1 hour that he created with speed, fast, the full time lapse of how he or she created the project, and he or she is explaining, the artist is explaining, okay, I did this, okay, you have to do this, but you are only looking for that only project. But it is okay, I look how you created that, but if you are on your own, you are going to lack maybe for a lot of concepts that it is going to help you to do your own original creation in a good, efficient, and maybe faster way, because you only saw one method. So here when I do the live streams, I always like to explain why I am doing this, why maybe I am thinking about changing. You can see in my projects that we start with an idea and then we change it, because that is the way. When something happens, and then I don't care about taking more time, believe me, I don't care about that. Some people, I think that they don't come back to the channel because they say, oh, you're still with that project, you're still working with that, when you're going to finish that? I want to, they ask me to create 1 project per week, and it is no, man, the reality is not like that. I can do a project in a week, but I have to be here streaming like 12 or 15 years per day from Monday to Sunday to show you how I work like in one project 1 week, and that is not the purpose. So yes, people always came here. You're still with that, but other people, other person do that in a few in shorter time. It is yes, but you see that I came here 2 hours with you, and in 2 hours, for example, here I talk a lot. I did nothing for the project, but here I'm with you speaking, and that is part also of the live stream. We're taking time to explain things, and it is good because people participate. Maybe people have some questions, and I am able to help you with what I can. So that is what I want for the channel. I understand that maybe people look for faster content or maybe shorter content, and I am trying to find a way to create more material so I can take clips and create videos from that. So yes, but I really this channel I want for people to help you understand, because most of the new artists that want, or maybe the new people that want to start with 3D see this and they watch this and they look at this and they say, "Ooh, that is a lot. This is going to take me too much time. I can see that you are taking too much time. No, I don't want. It is too much." But no. Don't think about the things that you need. Always think about what you already done, what you already have done, and just keep doing. Slowly take small steps. This is not a sprint. This is like a marathon. Think about that. Yes, some people say that too. Thanks for that. But it is what I want for the channel. It is I want people to, for example, I don't like when you work for a big company and you are limited to do things that maybe it is not good, and you know that it is not good and the product fail. For example, you can see right now that a lot of games, for example, are a disaster, are not good, a lot of bugs, and believe me, it is not the fault of the artist. The artists, they know what they are doing, and they are really great artists, but they are just following orders because the executives I want the game to do this and to change this because we're going to earn a lot of money with that, and you just follow orders and do that. So maybe it is good for people to become more independent, to create their own projects. I would like that for my communities, and I am trying to showing you that it is possible, but it is really difficult. That's also why sometimes I am not here, because I have to work on other projects and I don't have time to do live streams, but we're here. So that's almost. So please, if you are new in the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You're helping me a lot with that, believe me. I am trying right now to reach the 1,000 subscribers and try to reach the 4,000 views. So if you have any friends that are interested, family, I don't know, please share my channel. It helps a lot, and I know that I can continue doing this, because believe me, it is a lot of work. Right now I'm preparing great content. I think the first live stream that I'm going to prepare, I am going to leave it for free in the live stream moment, but then I'm going to leave it for members. But members, here it is the cheapest membership is $1.50, I think. I don't remember, but you're going to have really great content, and for that video I'm going to try to take clips so you can have shorter videos and you are not going to miss any content. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, thank you. Yes, and that's here. That's all for the channel. But it is a lot of work. I have to say, it is a lot of work. We just have to keep trying, and just That's the way. I believe me, when I start a project, for example, at school, then I say, "Ooh, it is too much. I don't know when I'm going to finish this." But we always find a way. We always find the solutions, and we always finish. In this case, for the game, I can say that maybe I am. I don't know. Right now, we are taking too much time creating blocking assets, but maybe once we finish the main assets, we can move forward and we can start building. We can start creating the buildings and all of that. Right now, the first phase of the project is to create a neighborhood, a middle class neighborhood. So this is why you can see that we have doors, windows, walls, all of that. We're going to create hospitals, all of that. So, but we're going to do that later. Right now, this is the most, maybe, I don't know, the most, the most difficult. No, the part that we're going to take more time. Another part where we're going to take more time also is where we're going to create the materials, because I want to find a way to make this efficient for the game. Okay. So right now for the door, I notice that this is my border and I need to create the door. So it's so I. Okay, thanks for coming. Thanks for your comments, and thank you for your support. You can join to the channel. You can check the videos later. Just in case, this weekend I'm going to upload the last video for Executor, the Pokemon that I'm sculpting. I am uploading those videos that I created on Kick. That project I created on Kick, and the last video for the series is going to be uploaded tomorrow, and the time lapse is going to be uploading on this Sunday. So for you to know, that is the plan. That's of course, if nothing happens, I don't know, maybe something happened, but no. If nothing happens, you're going to have the video tomorrow, and the time lapse video of the full project, you're going to have that on Sunday. Just. So thanks for coming, friend. Okay, so let's continue with the project. We have this. We need to create right now the borders. Okay, for the borders. Okay, I know what to do. Okay. No, but I need the borders in here. Okay. I need this, I need the borders here, So let me use this. For this door, okay, we're going to use this, and this. Okay, we're going to use this as a base to start creating our designs. And then we'll see what we need to add, what we need to delete, and all of those. Let's try something like this. Let's start with a simple design. So we can say, okay, this is what we need. We can change this. Okay, we're going to start with a simple design. Okay, a simple door like this one. Right now I am just focusing on the frontal part. I know that I tried to do the same for the back part, but it was only to put the lock set. And the design is going to be almost the same, so don't worry about that. So just maybe we can start with this simple design. And with this, we can start creating all of these special designs and all of those things. We need to create a lot of, well, here we're going to play a lot with curves. Okay, we can see that we can move this a little bit to the inside. And look, we can create a simple design. I missed an important piece. Okay, this is the first design. I missed an important piece that we're going to use here. It is just something simple to open and close the door. before we do that. Okay, so you're going to use this to open the door, or at least that is the purpose of this piece. Let's make it a little bit to the inside. No. Okay, friends, so this is all for today. We're going to continue on Monday if I don't have another project to work on. This weekend tomorrow I'm going to upload the last video of the executor series, and the time-lapse for the full project is going to be on Sunday if nothing happens, of course. So please, friends, remember to subscribe, give it a like, share this content with others, leave a comment below. We are so close. This is the last, maybe the more difficult part. This is the last one. Then we're going to play with walls and all of that, and we're going to start working on the buildings. We're finishing the most tedious part, if I can say the word, the most exhausting part, that is creating block out. So please remember to subscribe, give it a like, share the content with these others, leave a comment below. If you want, you can join to our Discord server where you can share things about 3D, or you can find some resources. Please follow me on our platforms, Twitch, Kick. Maybe next week we can return to those platforms in different hours, of course, maybe more time. What else? If you want to know what kind of computer I'm using, you have a Kitcom link, and that's how you're going to find all the components that is for my PC. If you want to know, also if you want me to collaborate with your project as a freelancer, you can contact me. There's my email there, there's social media accounts, the LinkedIn page. You can create a project on Upwork and CGTrader as a messenger too. If you want to know, and if you want to support my work, remember you have super stickers, super chats, super thanks, memberships, and even better, you have the PayPal link, and even better, you can get one of my models. If you want assets for your games and animation, you can visit my Turbo Squid store. If you want sculptures for 3D printing, you can visit my Cold 3D store, and also you have CGTrader, a third option where you're going to find both assets and sculptures. So that's all, friends. Thanks for coming. Please remember to subscribe, and see you in the next one.